and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, UFL United Cup. This is the third UFL championship game. In the previous two seasons, we had the USFL division and the XFL division, and those winners went on to play in the UFL championship. This year, that's been renamed to the United Cup. So we have the 5-5 DC Defenders, who are also the reigning champions of the USFL, taking on the 6-4 Louisville Kings. Now, as I went through and looked up stuff for this game based on last week, which, yeah, I was completely wrong with what was going to happen last week, and I can admit that. And the fact that at the end of the video, if you go back and watch it, I went, what's it going to be, DC versus Louisville? It was. On the regular season, I was 65-57 overall in all the picks, 1-5 in the semifinal round. So for the year to date, up to this here, and there's going to be obviously three here. It's going to be the straight up pick, the against the spread, and the over under. Those are the three I do. So up to this point, I am 22-20 on straight up picks, 18-24 against the spread, and 24-18 on the over under. So it's 64-62. 50.7%. So I have to get at least one of those three right in order to be 500, to stay above 500 for the season. So we're going to do our best. Now, a couple of unique factors here. So week 7 this year, Louisville played DC. They won 30-13. Week 8, Louisville played DC. They won 33-30. So in the regular season, Louisville is 2-0 versus the United DC Defenders. So you would think that gives Louisville a shot. Well, let's look a little deeper. The last 4 regular season games, DC lost all 4. Louisville won all 4. Again, that makes you think Louisville. Well, Louisville played St. Louis last week. During the regular season, Louisville lost to St. Louis, and they beat them in the playoffs. DC lost 2 games against Orlando in the regular season, but won last week. So what this has done for us, the 2 teams here, when they lost to a team during the regular season, they beat them in the semifinals. DC lost to Louisville. I think they beat them. We'll see what other stats I come up with to see if we can get there. So again, both teams on a 4-game losing streak by DC in the regular season and a 4-game win streak by Louisville to end the regular season. DC scored 28.1 points a game overall on the season, which is number 1. Their defense is 22.4, while Louisville's offense was 26.5 during the regular season and 21.9 defense given up. If you look at yardage per game, number one in yardage was DC Defenders, 324.2. Their defense was third best at 282.8, while Louisville's offense was fourth at 293.6. Their defense was sixth at 313.8. So it's almost like you think Louisville's going to win because they beat DC twice this year, but you think DC's going to win because anyone they lost to in the regular season, they beat in the playoffs. But DC has a better offense. Their defense is better. First down, they've scored more this year. They've scored 174 while only giving up 169. Louisville has scored 160 first downs while giving up 174. On third down, DC is at 40%. Their defense is at 37. While Louisville is at 37 for their offense, their defense is at 39%. Okay, so DC's got more points, more yards. They're getting more first downs. Third down percentage, they're better. Fourth down percentage, DC is at 66%, while their offense has stopped the other team. They've only converted 30%, while Louisville in fourth down is at 29%, and their defense is giving up 36%. I mean, this is one of those games, there's so many stats, you can look at one stat and think this, look at the other stat and see this, and a lot of time with DC this year, I've looked at their stats and went, oh, they're going to win this game, and they didn't. But here they are in the playoffs where it matters more. They made the playoffs at 5-5, but they're just they're winning now. It's like, this is just weird. Total yards. They've scored 3,242 yards with 574 plays. Louisville has scored 300 yards less at 2,936 with only 23 plays less at 558. Yeah, I think with the DC losing to Orlando twice in the regular season, like I said earlier, and beat them in the playoffs, the same with Louisville, they lost to St. Louis and they beat them. The line actually believes this. DC minus 1.5 with an over-under of 48.5. So for the final UFL game of 2026, the UFL United Cup, back-to-back champion, the DC Defenders win. They cover the 1.5 and over on the 48.5. Now, do we need to change the playoffs at all? And here's why. We have a 5-5 team that's going to more than likely, in my opinion, win the United Cup. When on the season, they were the fourth best team, but barely made the playoffs. Now, do we need two divisions, separate 4 and 4? I don't know if we need to do that. Do we need to add teams? I know there's rumor of that going on for next season. What I would like to see is there's 32 NFL teams. Let's have 32 NFL teams. Let's have 16 UFL teams. Let's have UFL roster that's, say, whatever team you can say, the St. Louis BattleHawks. Let's just go there. St. Louis BattleHawks. They are basically tied with Kansas City and Chicago, or whoever you want to. You can do that, or just have 16, half as many, and call it good that way too. And kind of have it like a mini NFL, and have a pipeline of these players being able to get to the end. I know there's some that do that, but make it more like a farm system for some of the teams. But I don't know if that's even a possibility. But as we end the UFL season, we began the CFL last week, and then in August we'll begin the NCAA. So from the time that the UFL season began 12 weeks ago, there is a 45-week period between the beginning of the UFL season, the Super Bowl next year, which is February 14th, that we're going to have football, 45 straight weeks. And I'm going to do picks here we did the whole UFL season, I'm going to do the CFL season, I'm going to do the NCAA, not all the games, probably like 20, 25 a week, and then the NFL as well, plus NASCAR and some pro wrestling. So that's what's going to happen here on our Sports Show over the next 6 months. Stay tuned. I got some big things planned for the college football season kickoff. But as we end the UFL United Cup with DC Defenders as the pick to win, as always, thanks for watching our Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports content.